Well, it's been another fun day in the land of dealing with depression, anxiety, and neurofibromatosis. Today, I just became so frustrated with everything that was going on that I said, it's time for me to get to the point of turning off my telephone when I don't want to be bothered. So I did. The issue is, I get so annoyed that I tend to beat myself up over something that ought to just come naturally. If I don't want to be bothered, turn off the phone. There's no need to have the thing on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, people do need to be able to get in touch with me. So, I don't know what the answer is anymore. This is part of the issue of being on disability and not working. It's like random access continually. Oh, I can call Michael up. He's not working. He can talk. This and that. That just isn't the case. There's lots of other things that I am doing. Dealing with medication. I'm dealing with Illinois Department of Human Services, working with my representative to try to get a couple issues with the Department of Human Services resolved, helping my mother out who's a senior, helping my dad out, or at least having lunch with him. Tonight I had dinner with my mom, but she needed a couple things moved in her apartment, little tiny things. We had to go over to our storage unit and get a couple things out of there. Not heavy boxes or anything, just little tiny stuff. The issue becomes, and I'm sure it's like this for many people with depression and anxiety and probably other disorders as well, is the mental anguish the telephone can cause. We're tired often. We got complex drugs that we're taking that screw with our minds, probably more than they help, that it just gets overwhelming beyond belief. And with executive functioning issues that I have, it becomes even more complex to try to explain it to someone. Now, people in my situation automatically get it. They can't comprehend my own situation, nor do I want them to. It'd be nice, but I don't expect anyone to. But the fact is that they get the overwhelmingness. They get the fact that, God, I don't want to hear the telephone ring. They become overwhelmed just with everything. So, some people just quit. Let the depression overtake their lives. The couch is a real easy place to go and hook up with and lie down and take a nap for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, sometimes even 4. Just don't want to do anything. I have a hard time explaining this to people. Not that they don't get it. I don't think they do sometimes. But the executive functioning, or the fact that, you just want to strangle them. Don't you get this? Do you understand that I don't want to be bothered? Or that, why do I need to explain anything? I'm not going to. It ought not be an expectation of anyone to know what's continuously going on. I hate saying but I just did. Why does anything need to be explained? Am I justifying in my own head that I need to explain why I haven't answered the phone, or why I haven't returned a phone call, or whatever? I don't know. The texting on my phone is completely turned off. I no longer hear the beep, 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 beep of a text anymore because I don't want to hear it. It becomes way overwhelming from a sensory point of view. I think depression and executive functioning, there becomes a sensory issue there. And this continuous beep, beep of a text, I don't want to hear it. Maybe that's part of the issue with the phone. Here it goes, it's ringing again. Or, in this situation, I don't work anymore. When I was working, I didn't have my little cell phone on anymore. I thought I had it on my table here. I don't. I don't have a phone on, my own personal phone, when I was working. Not on. Wasn't allowed. So, maybe those of us on disability and all that, or I, just need to get to the point where I gotta turn the phone off. My disability has become a job. Managing a disability of depression, anxiety, and neurofibromatosis. Juggling tons and, well, not tons, but lots of medical appointments, different groups, friends. That becomes the job of being on disability. Yes, there's other things that I do. I do some stuff on Facebook. I, goof around with various things. I cook. That's the full-time job. So the question I have for anyone watching this that's on disability and battling depression and anxiety is, what is your full-time job? And are you satisfied yourself if you can turn off your phone and not be bothered by it? If you have an answer to that, I would love to know, because I sure don't know how to cope with it right now. Maybe tomorrow.